So I just wanted to give a follow-up. I wrecked this bike. That's the Motorcycle Gear PSA. If you've watched that video. Anyways, long story short, it cranked. It kind of wanted to idle, but it would not take throttle. Throttle immediately killed the bike. The problem was in the carburetor. In the carburetor, there's a CV diaphragm with the needle in it. The needle has a little plastic holder on top of it that holds it down into the slide with a spring atop it. The needle holder had dislodged itself somehow in the accident, and the needle came up out of the slide, resulting in a massive overfueling situation anytime the throttle was applied. The bike wanted to idle, it would attempt to idle, but any hitting of the throttle just flooded it out real quick. This is the second time I've seen this. This bike was actually, how do I say? Would you say stolen by someone that I knew? So a guy that I knew took off on my bike one time. He didn't tell me he wrecked it. Same exact symptoms. It was the same problem. You got to pull the carburetor off to get to it. And if you've ever been into one of these before, this intake boot, if you're trying to get this carburetor off, the best thing for you to do is pull this off, pull the air filter out of it, and then work this tube back down very carefully into the air box. And then you can get the carburetor off of the studs and out to fix the problem. But this is the second time that I've seen this problem, and I was just going to try to make some people aware. If you lay a Rebel down and it doesn't want to crank, and it doesn't want to crank, and it doesn't want to crank, and it seems like it's flooding out, then that may be a part of the problem. And I'm going to show you another thing. If you are not subscribed, go and subscribe. I never seen one wear half of the teeth off, but on the sprocket half of the teeth are there and half of the teeth are not. And that is irrelevant to the situation that this video was made for. This is just a little tidbit for everybody who, this is weird. I've never seen such as this. Half of the sprocket is broke off and the other half is not broke off. Now, really couldn't tell you how it happens. Y'all have a good day. Subscribe, please freaking subscribe.